because the dorm is so packed. We have about 800 rooms like that in the university, and most of the students, most American students will stay at the dorm. So until a census day, when the changing could happen, don't bother asking because there won't be a room. So I will try to help, but I don't have any ability to help you as well. But after a certain date, they will tell you that, oh, these are the days. It's called census days. That's when the student might drop off from the university, might leave the dorm because they decided that they could not continue. So then there might be some room available for some changes. Comfortable, when we receive evaluation from the students, this is maybe one of the highest one. And I think students do compare on how they live here in London and how they live at the university. Big swimming pool, warm weather, you could enjoy the sun and the swim as much as the living room there. So a larger space for sure. That's the swimming pool. This is one of the dorm, and last year our group stayed in this building basically, and some of them stay on the other side. There are 3 main dorms. This is maybe a third of the first group, so there are 3 groups altogether. So beautiful, you would like it. You would like the dorm. Gated parking, Wi-Fi, on-site laundry. There's a business center or computer learning center as well in the game room. So the campus is very traditional. You have a game room, you have a lot of things that you can enjoy. You have Starbucks on campus, you have everything pretty much. Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, the cafeteria look. There's 2 cafeteria, by the way. There's one traditional cafeteria where you have a tray and you kind of go get food and pay at the end. And they are more like a shopping mall kind of cafeteria that you can go in. So you have all kind of fast food. We do sell alcohol on campus. There's a pub upstairs, but that's for 21 years and older. So it's a little strange. There are some designated area that if you are 21 and older, you would have that in the pub. So these are information. Who are arriving in the afternoon? Who are arriving in the second group? You arrive in the second group. Second group. Do me a favor, because when you arrive, I expect the worst. I expect that the immigration will take the longest time. I expect that you might not arrive at campus until 10 o'clock at night. That's my expectation, because if one person delayed, the whole bus delayed basically. So if you come on the second group, make sure that you talk to someone that arrived in the first group and ask them to buy this item for you. It will cost about $100 actually, but you want to be comfortable at the first night. And someone will resend this information to you on what exactly that you need. So it is important that you have it. You will survive without it the first night, but make sure that you have somebody, the first group, taking care of you. So the list will be resent to you. The housing office has a very good service. They do certain things, they don't do certain things. They don't clean your room, especially, and sometimes we hope that they would clean our room and ask them that, would they clean your room and you pay for the service. They don't do that, and they sometimes take it as insulting gesture that you ask them to clean the room. You are responsible for their own room. So they treat you just like any American student. And for some of us, perhaps have a different services, different places. It's just not their fault for the university. So this is the second group of the dorm, by the way. So, and they all have swimming pool, beautiful. These are buses that actually park on campus. Once again, your CSUSB ID can be used for using all these buses. If you want to rent a car per month, everything included, insurance and everything else, $900 to $1,000 for everything included with the insurance premium as well. The car rental is really a deal. You can go buy $17 a night, go online, all those companies that I tell you, and then they pick you up. And if you want to use for the weekend for 3 days, share with your friends, very reasonable price. Parking on campus permit is needed at all times, and someone will be reminding you of this. When you park on campus without permit, then ticket is almost guaranteed, and I also get some of that as well. Sometimes I use my wife's car and doesn't have an e-point, then they don't listen to me no matter what. So some other things that you wanted to plan on during your 3 days weekend if you don't have classes, make sure you check with someone. She'll give you a lot of information, and sometimes she'll give you some discount as well. At the university, there are a ticket office where you can go to buy tickets for all this attraction. It is with a discount price. Example, you can go to a movie in the US, a theater to watch Hollywood movie. It typically costs about $13 per ticket to get a movie ticket. But if you go to the campus and buy the movie ticket, $7. So the campus has this student discount. Not only to see movie, but any of these areas, you get some good discount. So before you go places, check the ticket office.
How I am going to communicate with her in Chinese.
How much discount you have as a student. If California is not enough for you, Grand Canyon is a recommended place, one place for you to visit, not very far. Vegas, 2.5 hours. Don't go crazy on Vegas, you would never make money, I guarantee. I have never seen any student get rich and not having to work again because of winning lotto or winning gamble in Vegas. But it's a good experience. It is, it's like New York City, it doesn't sleep, you can go all night long, and it's such a good place. Go out, experience it, feel safe about it, come back safe to the campus, that's what you need to do. Mexico, once again, very attractive to go. Tijuana is an hour and a half. I would not suggest you going because of a few things. You have a J1 visa, and I'm more concerned of going. Tijuana used to be very safe. 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I would go for a dinner in Tijuana. A lot of students will go to Mexico because they could drink in Mexico. I'm telling you this, but I'm also telling you not to do it because there's no age requirement for drinking. So a lot of American students going down to Tijuana. For the past maybe 10 years, it's become unsafe. There are a lot of kidnap cases. There are a lot of crime in Tijuana. So as much as we think it's convenient to travel, you have to way too much to learn already in the US. Don't take a chance to go to Tijuana because you might not be able to cross back to the country because of your visa status. You need to have your documents signed properly before you leave the country. If it's so much needed for you to go, must talk to me, must talk to someone to make sure that that is okay. So that way, I know in case you get lost in Mexico, I know where to track you. Or I know if I could track you if you get lost in Mexico.
¿Cómo estás? Hola.
So these are the two people who pick you up on that day. Monica, she will pick you up as an early group coming in. This information, once again, will be emailed to you. You're gonna come in at the international terminal. It is large, it is crazy, it is too many people. You need to look for a sign that Monica will have for you. And the sign will say very clear, Amity Study Abroad Program at CSUSB. Don't get away from Monica. You must be responsible for your group because if you're late, the whole bus is late. So make sure you move together, make sure you don't lose anything. All those luggages, we have a gigantic bus that will actually have all the luggages be transported. And Jeremy will be the one picking you up in the afternoon and in the late flights coming in. Almost done. So when you come in, there will be another detailed orientation. There will be information on the Title IX, which is the US law. Obama this year, actually last year, came out that every campus must have this Title IX law reinforced. Meaning that because it's coming from the US president, every university in the US must have an office called Title IX. This is focusing on harassment. If you don't have it, a domestic student will not get funding from the government, will not get financial aid from the government. So it is so critical. And because it's so critical, it's impacting us because something acceptable in our culture, complimenting a woman, complimenting a man, might not be acceptable there in the US. It's crazy like that. So make sure that you focus very well on this Title IX or harassment training. it is so crazy that anything private that you talk with your friend could offend someone, and it could actually be a ground for deportation, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to us like that. She also will email you information on your user ID and your login as well. I'm almost done. I know there's another group coming in. We're not so far from the beach. If you like to do surfing, if you like to do kayaking, if you like to do any water sport nearby the ocean, so convenient to go. I live in San Diego myself, so if on the weekend you plan to come to San Diego, let me know. I might be able to show you around in San Diego as well. San Diego is beautiful. The weather in Southern California is nearly perfect. I don't know what temperature, you might use Celsius here, but we here in the US, we use Fahrenheit. So it's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit throughout the year. Sunny 99% of the time. And the not sunny day might be the 13 days that we have the raindrop, but sometimes we don't even have rain. It's dry climate though. It's not wet, so it's comfortable. It's comfortable. You enjoy something, the sky is suddenly so blue. Now I'm looking at the sky here that I miss my clear sky as well. This is our last year group. Last year was one of the most successful group, I have to say, because of the expectation was so clear. I think we have learned so much from our students, what they want, what they don't want, what they potentially will make some mistake. So we prevented with a lot of training. And this is one of the training that I'm giving you because I wanted to see you here. I wanted to be the first one welcoming you to campus as well. So go with that good intention that you're gonna study, you're gonna learn. One thing that I wanted to tell you though, this is the best time in your life. Make as many mistakes as you want in class. Ask the wrong question, anything experiments the mistake in class. Don't do it outside of the classroom because it costs you something else. Academically, make mistake. When you finish your program, earn your MBA, when you make that same mistake in your career, it costs you much more. So learn from mistake in class. I encourage that to happen. Learn not to make a mistake that could actually stop your life and that could actually stop your future.
Director.
No, because I think you're so young, you have so bright career ahead of you and you don't want to just jeopardize that at this time. I think I'm pretty much done. Let me talk to you one more thing about Open University. This is last thing. So if you plan to take additional classes, first you need to take that extra responsibility, meaning that you might go to class after 4 o'clock and study classes with American. I would do it if I were you. I would do it knowing that it's gonna be hard. I would do that because I wanted to add in my profile. You are about to get your master's degree, and you might want it to get in, let's say, you might want it to be very clearly going into advertisement, for example. You might want to be clearly going to supply chain management. Take some of those classes that fit you, that prepare you. Then you can actually claim in your resume that you are actually taking these particular classes to enhance your chance for employment. Would it be easy? No, it won't. There are ways that you can take classes. You can do audit, meaning that you don't need to take grades. You don't need to take exam, but you go in audit classes with American. One way to do it, or you can do a regular way that you can earn a credit and have a regular transcript as well. Choose whatever fits you. It is an opportunity to learn from somebody else, to learn how American students interact in class. As I told you, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I have a hard time. I teach MBA program as well, and I have a hard time to tell students not to talk too much because otherwise class will never end. I mean, everybody raise their hand and know everything. So those are the things that good experience for you. So think about it as you first come in, or you can now email to me or to Summer that you wanted to take classes, and we can look for classes for you. If you wanted to do logistic management, tell Summer that you want to take logistic management, and so we can start looking for a few selections that offer for that classes.
We choose any subject we want, and
Yeah.
more than one is also allowed.
No, that's very true, but I just wanted to add, that is going to be on the payment basis $1,040.
Per subject.
Right, right. You can take. I wouldn't take more than one class though. This is my personal advice. Meaning that you want to enjoy something else, because if you go to one class, it is really demanding. Each class will cost $1,400 per class. It can be an audit or can be a regular class. But if you take 2 classes, meaning that you will go to the regular class between 9 and 4, and you perhaps 2 nights a week, or maybe 4 nights that you have to go classes, and it can be too much. And you wanted to learn something else as well, but to experience it, I think it's worth it, just to experience it. So it's on availability basis. Usually our class is very small class size. It's about 30 students per class, and there might be 3 or 4 spots in each class in the summer term. So let me know earlier. The earlier I know, I can actually talk to the professor to save the spot for us. Okay. So that is my meeting with you today, and my all I want.